What is good, Heat 'em Up gang? It's your boy Heat 'em Up Charles. I'm back with another video. Now, I know in my last Kellen Mond video, I said I was gonna, it was really a short video. It was like a 3-minute video. It wasn't really a highlight video. So I was like, but I liked it. I liked the video. So I was like, I'm gonna give him another look, a more deeper look. And then as I was looking for better highlights to really break down, I came across the QB school channel himself. I came across him myself, college football analysis on Kellen Mond versus Florida. He just uploaded it 3 hours ago, so make sure you go check out his video. We're gonna watch that video because he really does. He breaks down quarterbacks very nice. Y'all see, I don't think I posted. Did I post the one with the Zach Wilson video? I don't remember, but he did, or was it Kyle Trask that we did with him? Yes, it was Kyle Trask, I think, that we did with him. So we're going to break down Kellen Mond, college football analysis, Kellen Mond versus Florida. Better, they got a decent defense, but let's just get into it, because we got to get a deeper look into Kellen Mond, because he could be a potential pickup for us in probably like the second round. If we choose to not go quarterback in the first round, he could be a potential player that will be available for us.
Not that easy.
So it's very important that we look
this sentence is
every
grammatically
quarterback possible, because it would have been
Kellen Mond, Texas.
It would have been Desmond Ryder for me, but he went back to college, so it kind of threw that out the door. But yeah, if we want to go corner first round, we can go QB second round. I mean, the QB class along with the corner class is deep. Like, we're gonna react to Asante Samuel next after Kellen Mond. So yeah, let's just get right into it.
A&M Aggies NFL draft analysis. We are getting it going.
Make sure I'm subscribed. I am subscribed, man.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, NFL draft analysis. Kellen Mond versus the Florida Gators. We have got a highlights of that game versus the Gators. If you want the entire full game analysis, big one, over on the QB School Patreon community. I will put the link in the corner of these videos. Link is in the description.
Patreon
also,
stuff? Like,
great way
what's
to
the point
support
of
the channel.
Patreon? Like,
Long
I've always
form
got
stuff
it,
over there.
but it's
so
like,
if you dig this kind of analysis, get over there, check it out. Again, this is just a preview. I think you will really enjoy it. Kellen Mond has got a big time arm, athletic dude. We'll see how the scheme, some of the reads, some of the plays translate to what we can kind of forecast into the league on Sundays.
But I never got that.
Some
I
attributes that
other
allow
channels
him
use
to potentially
Patreon, but I was
be
like,
one of those sleeper guys to come in here and make a splash immediately on Sundays.
When you're giving
Let me know what you think.
Giving
Again, I
out the
appreciate
video
the
for
support.
free on YouTube.
Let's get this one going.
I never
Welcome
got
to QB
it,
School.
but
Kellen Mond, big arm.
all right, let's time to get into
plays.
this analysis.
Let's go right out the
All
gate.
right.
Quarters beater, post
Veer
over the
right,
top,
fake veer.
bombs away.
That was a good
Strike.
throw.
Accurate,
Tight coverage.
big play early in the game. Love the play action shot
Fake veer
here.
right.
Eyes on that
Post.
quarter safety.
Sorry,
Get
that's what
it.
we used to call it
Just
back in my
beautifully
middle
thrown
school
down
days
the field,
when I
deep
ran
balls,
pistol
driving the ball
off.
here
We
again.
called it veer right. The
Concept-wise,
option, we called
this is
it
a great
veer.
call. Just this little, you're going to get up inside, and we're going to the post. Now, not knowing if this is a read or a post, it looks like
literally
just a straight
called
post.
it
Great
fake
call
veer right
versus any
post.
variation of quarters.
So we know to throw the ball to the
involved
post.
in the run game, involved in the run pit. You can
This
see him
was
come
like
down
little league
with
type.
the play fake. Great
like
opportunity to
sixth
go
grade.
up over the top. Now, it's great on paper. You got to go out and be able
So
to
it's
drop
like
a dime.
this is the
down
offense
the
I
field.
ran at middle school.
Love the trajectory of these drive throws.
It's great.
Get it out on time. Base, big, strong dude. Whew, pretty
Like,
nice.
it was literally called fake
Watch
veer
those
right
quarters,
post cross.
Safety's feet at the top, and both come down and engage. Got it. Nice pass pro. Post right down the hash.
But yeah, that was a great throw. He fit it into
Perfect.
a tight window because the
Third
corner
and
was
9.
really on that.
This is,
it was good
to me,
defense,
more
just a
than anything
better
else, probably a
throw
blown coverage
and better ball
by the middle of the
placement.
three linebacker types not matching to the number 3. But again, I love the timing from on here.
Let's look at his feet.
1, 2, 3,
Let's look at his
get it
feet.
out.
All right, so he only
No
had
hitch
one read to really
on the
read
body on the
from.
break.
So we don't really
Again,
get
for
a
me,
good
defensively,
look at that. Let's see.
Everybody's matched up, some variation of what to me looks like more man match than anything else, except my man right here. So when they come out here, a little burst release up, there's really nobody here. The safety is now outside. I'm pretty sure, if I had to guess, this guy is supposed to be matching to number 3 because everybody else across the board here is matched up. So again, doesn't take anything away from Mond's footwork, his execution, but just that you can see that defender. Look at everybody else.
Even though I think that was already his go-to read. Like they already knew what type of yeah, that was his go-to read.
Again,
because as soon as he got the ball, he was already looking in that area.
Accurate. When does he let it go? He goes to separate right there before that he's out of the break on the post. Anticipation, the big A. Love to see it. Now, definitely open in the red area. Boom. Love it. Big time. Got big arm rifling the ball all over the place this game.
All right.
Right here, this is College Open down here on the little sail.
That was just easy throw,
around him,
wide
20
open.
yards. Reason I put this on here, and I talk about it a lot on the Patreon channel, is the footwork from the quarterback. Now,
he's never really
open.
in a rush or in a hurry. I mean, I know it looks like he was in a hurry, but he really, I don't think he was.
But for me, I spent a lot of time talking about his footwork, so I'm going to slow this down. At the top of this thing, his drop, his first step is usually good. It's his last 2 steps for me. There's 2, 3. Now these 4 and 5, watch these. These are under each other. They're getting no depth. So again, here's 3. There's 4, almost on the same level. And there's 5. I mean, they're almost like half steps.
I think these
you watch it in real time here, and they're just kind of like little choppy things. And I think it jacks with the time for what he's trying to do. Not necessarily when people are wide open right here. You could punt it to him right here. But over the course of...
Well, hold on. Let's take it back real quick.
And there's 5. I mean, they're almost like half steps. So you watch it in real time.
Because it looked like...
And they're just kind of...
He could have just took 3 steps.
Little choppy things. And
he looked like he could have just took 3.5 steps on this certain play. I'm like, I would get why you would take the 5-step drop because there's the deep ball. But... as you can see, his legs are very long. Because he did those 2 short steps because I think he overdid the 3-yard step. The 3-step drop. Like, he overdid it. So he had to do those 2 little stutter steps to get into the 5-step. Or to feel like he did the 5-step drop. But those 3 long steps that he did, I think is the reason why he did those stutter steps. He just got to get his body control better. Just body control, body awareness. Because I believe it was supposed to be a 5. He knows it was supposed to be a 5-step drop. But I believe he was like, I could get a 5-step drop in 3 steps. Because if you rewatch it, he's getting back there in 3 steps. Just the 3 back steps by itself.
They're getting no depth. So again, here's 3.
Like look where he is at the 3-step. He's right there at the 3-step. Because he didn't really move after that. He's right there at the 3-step, and the ball was snapped around like here. So he's getting back. It's just that he doesn't need 5. I don't think he needs 5 steps to get all the way back there. I think he only needed 3 because he got back there really
in real time here.
Yeah, he got 1, 2, 3.
Like little choppy things.
And plus, he's already in the pistol, so he doesn't really need a full 5-step drop. He only needs a 3-step
when
drop.
People are wide open right here. You could punt
when you're in pistol, you're already kind of back a little bit, so you only need to get to that hash mark for real.
For whatever reason, I think that footwork is holding him back a little bit. It adds to his stiffness. And I think his upper body kind of elbows out doesn't help also, but rigidness. But I think his footwork, if he smoothed it out, it was more consistent.
Yeah, just his body. He needs to work more on his body. His body.
Here, there are a handful of, now they definitely heat him up in this game. More corner blitzes than I can remember seeing. But this is
more
one
body
of those plays
control.
Where he's hot. He sees he's hot.
And his feet awareness.
But the throw is confusing to me. And so teams run a variation of this kind of inside fade a bunch. I love the fact that he sees he's hot. That's the first good thing. But to me, you don't want to make a living out of throwing hitch into what I consider trap coverage.
Yeah, it is trap coverage.
What am I talking about? I'm talking about the rolled up corner to the field down here. This corner just makes a terrible play. He needs to pick this ball off. This is a locked hitch.
Yeah.
What is run usually an inside fade and then some variation of stick usually. So
it will kind of be like, so I'm guessing it's not zone to man, but I'm guessing it's cover 2. right now, it's cover 2. Because if he does stick that and go there, it's cover 2. So that means... I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Like, I think I know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to just play the video. I'm going to play it out real quick before I say something.
Hot. When I'm going to say you get at least 2 off the edge.
Because he definitely should have jumped the ball and got it picked.
They come from depth. Who knows what they're doing on defense. You do not want to throw a hitch into a trap corner, cloud corner, where guy over the top here.
Yeah, cover 2.
This should be a pick. What you want to do is usually throw this number 3 on some variation of a hot route, usually a stick. That's where the ball should go.
Yeah, because the linebacker right there is going to space out a little bit, I believe.
To get us going, and we'll come back and watch the number 3. So hitch down here to the bottom.
I don't know for sure. Yeah, the linebacker's going to space out, like I said.
Running out down here, you cannot throw a hitch into a cloud corner. That should be pick 6 the other way. Now the ball location saves him a little bit.
The corner's feet work is terrible.
Doing this consistently, you won't be doing it long on Sundays. Works
and
out
his
here.
angles is terrible.
Now, what would happen if we threw the number 3?
If he threw this to the NFL, that's going to get him out of there. This type of play, you got to go to your third receiver. Like I said, this is cover 2. And I don't even think you can really classify this as cover 2 because it might be cover 3. I ain't going to lie with you. It just might have been cover 3 zone to man. And he shaded over. Oh, yeah, it's cover 2. It's cover 2. It's cover 2. It's cover 2. All right, so it's cover 2. Linebacker is going to automatically bail out to the flare receiver, which he did. So he easily should have went to the tight end. He did it, but he has to pick up on that. That's not a good play. I mean, he got bailed out by the corner, but he has to pick up on that in the NFL. The NFL,
on the hot.
You're not going to have that type throw. It's going to be pick 6.
Looks pretty good. Hell of a lot
easier.
Division,
Jalen Ramsey's going to sit on that, and he's going to take that all the way.
So you see these things flash in just as far as decision-making, what you get away with at college, even at the highest level of college, you'll never get away with on Sundays.
Yeah.
But again, I love the fact that he sees the hot. He sees the hots pretty consistently. They hit him with some exotics in this game. They rarely get home just because they come from such depth. But here's a perfect example of doing it correctly. So later in the game, they come back, same concept. Not the same blitz, but damn near the same blitz. Same principles of the same blitz. Now, it's not the same coverage.
I'm just trying to figure out why does the linebacker from the other side have to chase him? Because that's like he's already beat. What type of defense is this? Sorry, I never understood college defense and like their whole philosophy behind things. I always thought like high school was very simple.
But here's a perfect example of doing it correctly. So later in the game, they come back, same concept.
Like I would never get this. I would never get this at all. Like I don't get why this linebacker couldn't blitz and he just take him because that's way easier because now he's already trailing. But if I'm Kellen Mond and I see this right here, these two are the first people you see when you get the ball. So like if you see this, you should automatically right when he turns, the ball should be out. He shouldn't have waited. You waited. The ball should have been out right there. Not even right there for real. The ball. Let me rewind it
doing
again.
It correctly. So later in the game, they come
ball
back,
should have been out.
Concept.
Right there. Boom. Well, actually, no. Because the linebacker's still right there. Right there. I mean, I know the ball, like, you know what I meant. Like, seconds before I paused it, like, too late. But right when he cleared out from you, that should have been out of there. You threw it a little late.
The same blitz, same principles of the same blitz.
So it allowed the defender to come back up.
Press man down here, locked hitch, there it is.
And get a tackle.
Now he does get to the number 3.
He could have threw it earlier.
Don't love the protection of letting the guy run free through the A-gap. Rather have the guard and tackle work to 51 as opposed to going out to 16. See him running free through the A-gap.
That gap was wide open. I'm like, 11 could have did that, and 51 could have just guarded him. I mean, I think 11's their at safety. Their linebacker safety.
Completion. Lots of good stuff to really like.
Hybrid, as I should say. I keep using my high school terms. Yeah, he's the hybrid. I think 11's the hybrid, so he was more covered. That's why. But if that's the case, you probably should just switch him then. Just let it be known why disguise it, because 11 is pretty much beat.
Uses athletic ability, just that little movement right at the end.
He just got lucky by a late pass.
Up on his face.
YouTube TV has no hidden fees and includes unlimited DVR. Try it free.
Starting off the year with new resolutions, huh? Well, sorry for ruining your plans. The BK Bake.
Nice.
All right, so it's 38-31. They got to come back. They got to get a score. What is he going to do?
Absolute. Great job being able to
oh, God.
Thread the needle.
Timeout.
Let's
see what else he could have did.
1st and 10. This time, just got to absolute.
They run cover 2 a lot. Goodness gracious. Got the running back right there.
Great job being.
Why do this? Why do that? Like, I don't get why they just don't go to the running back and it's like an easy, it's easy. It's right there. College quarterbacks don't ever like to go to the running back flare. Like, Zach Wilson did the same thing. He missed it, and they could have won the game off this little play, and then he could have gotten potentially more yards with him. All you had to do was make him miss, and he got on the sideline. I don't know. I don't play college football. I mean, I would never know. I mean, I only played high school, but I could have played college though. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. I could have if I wanted to. I still can actually if I really want to, but I mean, it's a good throw. Don't get me wrong, but it's a very risky throw. It's a risky throw. It's a very risky throw. He threw it in a great spot too. He threw it to where the receiver can turn around where there's no defenders around him. So he probably has
thread the needle. I mean, this ball.
Like in our offense, we would have probably got some yak yards out of this because we know how to dip and get at least 3 yards out of this. Like BA could probably get you 3 yards out of this. Debo could probably get you 3 yards out of this. And George could probably get you 3-5 yards out of this, just by us dipping. And the way he threw it to where he had to
on top, they do this little switch
turn
release
to the right in order to get it.
Boom.
You see?
This ball is a strike away
to where,
from
like,
51.
if he would have just
51's
already started
running
running and turning right,
again,
he got
this
time
is
to run.
decisive. Drill the ball. Again, I would love to see him get lined up. Everybody knows I'm going to talk about this.
No, let's look at his footwork. Let's look at his footwork.
Lined up, like right here.
He's looking at the receiver.
Is lined up.
Everybody knows that's where he's going
to. The logo on the field. He's got to get all the way around. Again, that extra hitch allows him to do that. And then this is an absolute strike. Look at the ball location. Away from the near defender.
Yep.
I mean, that's an NFL throw.
Yep. Just said that.
Drive the ball into a tight window.
Baby. I know what I'm talking about.
Watching it up front. You can see, I'll let the 7 gurus tell me what variation of 7 this is.
The same play.
But this sure looks like we're getting a cloud corner up top, getting pushed to the fast 3 of the back. You can see 51 let the fast 3 go there. He goes to search up, inside out. Never gets his head around. There it is. So really nice job. I mean, this is a world-class throw, read, 1, 2, 3. Again, if we're just being super detailed, which we are in the Patreon community for sure, left foot false step, right? 1, then watch 2 and 3 right under each other. 2, 3. That's actually the 2 and 3.
That was a good drop back
during the course of the whole game. But beautiful accuracy, great driven ball with some anticipation. Boom. When he decides to let it go, quick twitch, drive the ball. Then this is a big one, tie the game up. I love the switch release up top. This is the old, what most people refer to as a Mills concept, quarters beater. But this is a 60-yard bomb in the air.
Let's run it back.
Then this is a big one.
Because this could be a play that we could potentially use like in our offense. Because you know what Kyle Shanahan likes to do? He will implement plays to complement the quarterback. This could be a play that we use because it looks like it could benefit us. BA will probably run that post route where he did, be right there in the slot. George will probably be right here. And then you could split out Debo or Bourne will probably be right here. Any of those two.
He's up top. This is the old, what most people refer to as a Mills concept.
Just look at the O-line. One thing about college football, a quarterback would never face pressure, the amount of pressure to really prepare himself for the NFL. You know what I mean? He'll never face that amount of pressure to really prepare himself. Like, look at that pocket. 3 trucks can fit in there. 3 trucks can fit in there. That's a great pocket. So yeah, and he got beat. The receiver already beat him, so it's like that's just a great throw in itself. I mean,
60-yard bomb.
The closing speed by the corner was great. Can you argue that the deep ball could have been a little bit further out to where he didn't have to come back to it initially? He could have just easily did that. Yes, but the receiver still made a play on the ball, so it doesn't matter.
Win at home. Again, play fake, rolling out, set it, let it rip. Give your guy a shot to go make a massive play. Concept-wise up top, love me some switch release. Right here, this is where the post comes. So what happens with this switch release is when you get this trail in here, this now confuses these two back here. They basically switch responsibilities. So now we have the leverage we want on the post. So right here, if this guy was to just come up and run the post versus safety, he's inside leverage, right? But when we switch release this thing, he comes in here now. Now he's on the number 2, and the guy who's going to go get the post has outside leverage to go get that post. We got the leverage we want. That's the beautiful design element of what you can do when you start switch releasing all these things.
I ain't gonna lie to you, that used to confuse this.
Just a quick little
in practice. That concept right there that he talked about used to confuse me all the time. Like I used to get beat in practice based off this because I played DB, and when they used to do that on me, I used to get so confused. I was like, oh my gosh! And I used to just sit there and just be like, rerun it back. Now I have to go to the coaches and be like, I need y'all. Yeah, like that's a communication problem too. That's a communication problem. Well, I've learned that the DBs had a communication problem. They had a communication problem. So yeah, the concept by the offense was great. The rollout was great. The throw was great. The throw was good. Everything was just great for this play for the offense.
Well, there it is. You can see that safety has to make a decision.
The reason why the play worked is because this play right here, it delays the DB's timing to react. It delays it. As you can see, it did for the outside corner, and it kind of did for the safety right here. It delays the time of reaction. I mean, it didn't really delay his time of reaction that bad because he pretty much just cut into him to where all he had to do was do this. But for this corner right here, the person they're trying to get, it delays his time the most to react to the ball. And that's literally what you saw. Like, look, he's loafing. He can't react.
We got the leverage we want.
So he has to play catch up.
Play.
I mean, he played catch up really well.
That's not from the pocket.
But it was just too late.
Rolling out. That's getting on the move, chucking it 60 yards. Set your feet, let it rip. Boom. Yes, please. Big time arm. So that is a wrap, Kellen Mond. If you want the entire analysis, hop over.
All right. So that's going to do it for the video. A lot of good things I saw out of Kellen Mond. He looks like a solid second. He looks like what he is, a second-round QB that could have a lot of potential. That can have a lot of potential to do good things in this league. He just needs a right. He needs a right coach, of course. A good offensive system, which we have, and we have a good coach. So I mean, can it work? Yes, because he's also mobile. All he has to do for me, in order to really prove, is probably just try not to stare at one receiver. Cause I saw him stare at a lot of receivers, like a lot. I didn't really see him move his head around. I mean, I don't know if it's just my eyes and I didn't see it. Like, let me know in the comments if y'all see him move his head around a lot. Cause that's our problem now. Jimmy G doesn't move his head around. He stares at one receiver. Everybody knows he's going there. I barely paid attention to Nick Mullins or C.J. Beathard. I'm not going to lie to you. I did not pay attention to them at all. I consider them backups, so I don't really consider them like people to really name. But yeah, Jimmy G, he was very known to really just stare at receivers, go to his first read. If first read doesn't work out, he's throwing the ball away or he took a sack. That's what he did. But we need to get out of that. I don't know if that's what Shanahan wants us to do, just be a one-read team. But I'm pretty sure that's not what a good quarterback would do. Like, even if it is a one-read team, he's always going to go to a second read, third read, fourth read. It's just what you do. But there were just too many times Jimmy G did that. And hopefully Kellen Mond does. I mean, it's only one game that we saw him versus Florida. So hopefully it's not a consistent thing. As far as his feet work, yes, he can still do some work, but all college QBs need their feet work done when they get to the NFL. All of them. Unless you're Andrew Luck or just blessed like how Andrew Luck was, or like how Peyton Manning was. You know, just those quarterbacks that are just, they kind of got it to where they're a little bit more advanced for the NFL, so they can just come in right away. Because he's not coming in right away and playing. He's going to be a second-round quarterback. So, I mean, anybody that's in the second round, late second round, early second round, there's always some type of flaw that they need to work on. And he's probably working on his footwork right now as we speak. Because that's just something all college QBs needs to work on, regardless. Because it gets harder each level you go up. High school QBs, they think their footwork is good. They get to college, their footwork is bad. They start working on their footwork even more. And that's just how it is for the NFL. College footwork is way different than NFL footwork, because the NFL, it moves way faster. So you got to process things way quicker. And college, you're getting these clean pockets, so you can process it very slow. You're getting a lot of clean pockets. You don't got nobody in your face. Really, you don't have no real blitz packages. Really, you don't really have any. You don't have to worry about any of that. So you can process things how you want to process them. You can wait till somebody actually gets open, run around till somebody gets open, then throw the ball, and look great doing it. But in the NFL, it's going to be a change. It's going to change a lot. Even for Zach Wilson, and when he gets to the NFL, he's going to learn that his footwork is going to have to be faster than what it is, and his decision making is going to have to be faster than what it is, because they've all had clean pockets all college life. So that's just something all college QBs has to work on. But other than that, Kellen Mond looks like a good quarterback. He just needs to be in a right system with a right coach that will really help him expand his potential. But that's going to do it for the video. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think of Kellen Mond in the comments. Follow the social medias up top. Hit them up trails. Mainly the Twitter. Mainly just Twitter, because I'll keep more in contact with you on Twitter. But that's going to do it. I'm out.